Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Jackie, and let's get started. For DIY number 1, I'm going to begin with one of these palette decor hearts with the beads from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to take my Mod Podge in the matte finish, and I'm going to add some Mod Podge to the two sides and the one in the middle, and I'm going to brush it nice and even but thin. And now I'm going to take one of these napkins from the Dollar Tree. I think these are so pretty with the mini hearts. And I'm going to take it down to 1 ply using 2 pieces of tape to separate it easily. And now I'm just going to place this on my wet Mod Podge. It's just going to be wet and kind of spread it nice and even in this manner. Now I'm going to snip off the excess with my scissors. I'm going to snip off the bottom and then the 2 sides, but I don't throw away these pieces because they're good for decoupaging on other projects. So I'll just place those and put them aside. Now I'm going to make sure this is nice and adhered. Now I'm going to take my lighter and I'm going to go ahead and burn off the excess napkin paper like this, and just like that. Woohoo! Now I'm going to take some water, put it in a little dish, and take a small paintbrush and kind of paint some water where I need to remove the excess napkin paper, and this will be able to tear it off easily. So here I am tearing this off, and I do this to the other side as well until it looks like this. And now for any excess paper that might still be on there, I'm just taking my finger utility knife and removing the excess in this manner. Now I'm going to take some more Mod Podge and seal it up. Nice and thin coat, but thorough. Get this all adhered and then set this aside. Allow this to dry completely. Now I'm going to take some of these wooden hearts from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to take one of these 2 that are joined together and 5 of these little mini ones. And now I'm going to go in with the Waverly Antique Wax, the Waverly chalk pen in the color Crimson, and the Waverly chalk pen in the color Ballet Slipper. And I give them all a full coat, front and back. Now I'm going to take my double heart to kind of figure out where I want to place it. And I'm going to take the super glue wood glue and I'm going to add some to the back of the double heart. And I'm going to take my small brush and kind of spread it out a little bit evenly because it came out a little bit gloppy. I think my end was too large. And I'm going to place it where I want it, right here in the center. And then I'll do the same thing with these teeny tiny ones, placing my pink one in the center and the 4 red ones on the sides like this. And then I go ahead and glue those on there as well, but this time I'm just taking the little brush and I'm just gonna paint the glue on there. That way it's not so gloppy because these are teeny tiny. So here's my last one. And now I'm going to take these tiny little pins. These are from Amazon. Dollar Tree does have some, but they're not as tiny as these, and I wanted the tiniest ones, that way it doesn't go all the way through this plaque. And using my needle nose pliers to hold it and my rubber mallet from the Dollar Tree, I'm going to place them inside the little holes that these little hearts have, so that way they look super cute. Look at that. And I'm going to take one more of these little pearls and I'm going to place it in the hole where the pink heart is. And then lastly, I'm going to take my Tim Holtz distressing ink and my applicator, and I'm going to distress the whole edge of this heart and the beads on the wood hanger as well. Now this DIY is going to represent my husband and I being Mimi and Papa, and the little hearts are our little grandkids. So that's what this one's all about, because we are doing a Love Corner DIY collaboration. So you'll see in this video all the things that I love. Beginning with this. And yes, I love my kids too, but grandkids, they're special. And I'm sure my kids agree. And then finally, I'm just going to add some little bows, and that is it. Here's how it looks, and a closer look at the final reveal. Like I mentioned a minute ago, this is the Love Corner collaboration, and C from CeeJ DIY got us all together to collaborate with this wonderful theme, and I'm going to share with you what's in my Love Corner. And I'm excited to see what everybody else creates for this collaboration as well. So when you're done watching my video, please head over to my description box, click the link to the playlist, and enjoy it. And I'll also pin it in my comments for your convenience. That way you don't have to look for it. Okay, DIY number 2. I'm going to use 2 of these chunky hearts made out of wood. And I'm going to go in with the Waverly chalk paint in the color Snow White and the Ballet slipper. Now I'm going to take some of the Waverly chalk paint in the color Elephant and kind of dab some on a paper towel and just do a light dry brushing on the edges on both of these hearts going around. And I'm just going to take my time. Some areas it might be a little thicker, some areas might be a little less. I definitely went a little thicker on the pink heart, but that's okay. And this particular DIY is going to represent my husband and I and our marriage because he's just the sweetest guy. Now I picked up these new rub-on transfers from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use a few of these for the white heart, which is to represent my hubby. Now I made sure not to pick out anything too girly because, yeah, he doesn't like that. So this one here fit pretty perfectly on the bottom part of this heart, and I'm just using my fingernail to rub it. I've tried using other tools, but my fingernail is just always works, tried and true every time. So here I'm just removing the carrier sheet, and yeah, look at that. Came out great. Now I'm going to take another couple 2 of these rub-on transfer pieces. This one here, and then another one that's the same, but it's the opposite direction. So they kind of meet in the center perfectly. And I'm going to do the same thing, just rub it with my fingernail like this. And then get the carrier sheet by the tip and lift it up slowly, gently, making sure I don't leave anything behind. And if I do, I'll just lay it back down and just keep scraping it with my fingernail. I do have good nails. I have strong nails. Now here's the other one. I'm going to place it in the opposite direction. And that way they meet up in the center. It looks like it's actually a design, but I just made it up. So again, just slowly removing this carrier sheet, and look how cute. Now for mine, I want mine to have flowers, of course, because this set of rub-on transfers has some beautiful, I think they're peonies. I don't think they're roses, but they could be roses. They look like peonies to me. I don't know. Peonies. Peonies, yes. So here I'm just slowly taking care of this one. And it comes up so easily. Look at this. So pretty. Oh my goodness. So pretty. Now I'm going to take a little butterfly that's in here. And I'm going to place it on the side from my heart. Like this. Super cute. Now I'm going to take some jute twine and I'm going to do a little dab of glue on the back of the white heart. And I'm going to wrap the heart. So it's not so girly. It's kind of masculine. Kind of, sort of. And I'm going to add another dab of glue to secure it in place and snip off the excess. Now for his, I did do a quick little bow, but it's just out of jute twine and it's just a simple bow. So I think he'll be okay with that. He knows me. He knows I like bows, so he'll be all right. And I'll just place it in the center, and this one's done. Now for mine, I'm going to do more of a tassel kind of bow, just kind of wrap it around my hand like a tassel, but I'm going to cinch it in the center, take a smaller piece of jute twine, tie it real tight, and then pull off the tails and cut them even like this, all the excess, and just add a dab of glue and placing that on the very top like this. So this is very rustic looking. Now I'm going to take my lighter and remove as many fuzzies as I can. Since they are close to the heart, it doesn't remove them all, but it does a good job for the most part. Mine, it'll remove a lot more because it's a more full bow. And if you haven't noticed, I didn't put any Mod Podge, but I do before my final reveal, and you'll see that then. And now I'll just adhere these 2 hearts together with some hot glue because my hubby and I, we are one. So cute for a tier tray or a shelf sitter. Here's how it looks and a closer look at the final reveal. For DIY number 3, I'm going to take another one of these hearts and then 2 of these kitties. And I'm going to go in with the same colors in this manner. And I'm going to take this other set of rub-on transfers. These are super cute too. And yes, I love my kitties. Oh my goodness, I love my kitties. They're so sweet. They always cuddle up to me when I'm either tired or stressed. They know when I need a break and they just cuddle up to me. and their purring heals me. And it's actually proven, it does, it heals. Okay, so now I cut out this piece of the transfers, and this one's got some birds on it because, you know, kitties love birds, and my kitties, they love to hang around the back window of the family room to look at the birdies. So this is perfect for them. So I'm just going to use this tool because this one's a little bit bigger. But in the end, my fingernail did it. My fingernail took care of it. What can I say? I tried. So I just take my time to scratch all this on and slowly pulling off the carrier sheet and making sure to lay it back down if I need to until I get it all removed and everything transferred on there like this. So cute. So I'll set that aside for now. Now for my little boy kitty, I'm going to take this foliage here. This just greenery, but it's in a gray. And I'm going to remove that and place that for him. And a little butterfly. The little butterfly, I'll place it right up top, right above the greenery, or should I say the foliage. And then the foliage right beneath, as if he's sitting in the grass, which no, these kitties don't sit in the grass. My kitties are indoor kitties. Well, these two are anyway. They're indoor kitties. But you know, I have to use a transfer, so in this video, they're in the grass. And for my little girl kitty, I'm going to take some of the flowers because again, they're so beautiful. And I'm going to give her these and place them in this direction. I was trying to figure out the best direction to place it. Now here I'm using my tool, but no, I'm using my nail. And then I just gently remove the carrier piece, the carrier sheet, and then that's it. Look how cute, adorable. Now I am going to add a couple little butterflies to the little girl, just because, actually just one right here, because there's already one in this picture. And now I'm going to figure out placement, how I want these kitties to hold on to the heart with the birds. And as if they are reaching for the birds, which they won't because they're indoors. And I'm just going to add some hot glue and place them all together. And I'm going to take some of this lacy ribbon from the Dollar Tree in the beige. I'm going to create a quick little bow. And then snip off the excess, cut it at an angle. And I'm going to place this bow onto my little girl kitty and place it right here in her little neck. And for the boy, I'm going to take this piece of burlap and I'm just going to cinch it in the center, remove some of these strands, and I'm going to take a smaller piece of jute twine and I'm just going to tie it in a good strong knot. And then I'll snip off the excess jute twine and I'll adhere it with some hot glue and place it on his little neck as if it's a bow tie. And yes, I have doggies, and yes, I love my doggies too, but I didn't have any doggy cutouts made out of wood or anything, or bones or anything. So I had to skip that for this time, but they're definitely in my love corner. So now I'm going to add some Mod Podge, and I'm going to seal all this up. This time I didn't forget. Yay! So once this is nice and dry, and I allowed the hot glue to set with the heart, then that is it. This DIY is complete. And this is a great shelf sitter as well, and also great for a tier tray because it came out super cute. Here's how it looks and a closer look at the final reveal. For DIY number 4, we're going to move on to gingerbread because yeah, that's definitely my love corner. So this little house I purchased online and it came broken. I did get a refund, but they told me to keep the house. So I kept it, but it's broken. So I wanted to use this for something else. So I'm taking a little bit of the burlap that you saw a minute ago, and I'm going to use some Mod Podge, and I'm going to add this as a band-aid, so to speak. Now you could use gauze, that would have been a good thing, but I didn't have any, so this white or this cream colored burlap worked just fine, and I just held it in place. And it only took a moment for it to set enough for me to let go, just like this. Now I'm going to add a little bit more Mod Podge to the top, just to reinforce a little bit more. Now I'm going to set this aside and allow that to dry a little bit. Now here it is, nice and dry. And now I'm going to use a little bit of hot glue to help fill in the rest of this hole. And I'm going to use my silicone spatulas to help hold those down until this hot glue sets and gets cool like this. So add more hot glue and just press it down again with my silicone spatula. Definitely don't want to burn myself. And here it is. Pretty much the hole is nice and fixed. It's repaired for the most part. And since Christmas is over, I'm going to revamp this little house for Valentine's Day. So I'm going to go in with the Waverly chocolate paint in the color Snow White and paint all this burlap so it'll match the rest of the house. Doesn't match it perfectly, but you know, it matched it okay. It just snowed a little bit more in the back of the house. So now while that's nice and damp, I'm going to take some of this fine glitter. It's kind of like a sugar glitter, and I'm going to add the glitter to that because this whole house has glitter. So I'm just trying to keep everything nice and cohesive. The rest of the glitter, I do add it back into my little container. Waste not, want not is one of my mottos for sure. And using these two paint colors, I get rid of all the green. And now I'm just going to embellish with some of these little pieces that I had in my stash. And I had a little mushroom, little pink mushroom, and then this little cupcake. I thought that would be cute. And this little conversation heart. I'll place it in the front where the peppermint was that I painted red. And then these little chocolate pieces, I placed them on top of the Christmas trees. I had painted those red and pink. So these are kind of like little chocolate heart, pink hearts. So I'll place those up there. And of course a little gingerbread man, because gotta have a little gingerbread man. And I just place them in the front. And that is it. Look how cute. And now I'm going to remove the little tag on the battery, turn off the lights, and see how it works. I had to use pliers. But look how cute. Turn it back off. Here's how it looks, and a closer look at the final reveal. For DIY number 5, I picked up these two ready to paint cupcakes from Hobby Lobby, and they were 40% off. And I'm going to go in with these 3 paints by Waverly in this manner. They are so cute, but they needed some embellishing. And I picked up this makeup brush from the Dollar Tree, and it's got sprinkles inside. So I'm going to twist off and open it up. And it didn't take much to open it. Pour the contents in my little dish. And I'm going to go in with this Mod Podge in the gloss. And I'm going to use a piece of parchment paper. That way I don't make a big mess. Add my Mod Podge and go around this whole piece on the top. I don't do the bottom, just the top. And I get it all nice and covered with Mod Podge. And now I'm going to take my faux sprinkles. These sprinkles are fantastic. And I'm just going to sprinkle them on all over my cupcake just to give it that yumminess. And I'm also going to go in with some more of the glitter. Go all the way around like this. And I do this to both of the cupcakes. So sweet. Look how cute. And here's the second one. I'll just show you real quick. I'll do the same thing with the gloss Mod Podge. I want it a little bit shiny. And again, I go through the whole piece on the top, not the cupcake liner part. I like that in the matte. And I don't think it needs any embellishing there. But then I just go ahead and add my sprinkles. And yes, these make great sprinkles for $1.25. Yes, please. And then amping it up with a little bit of this fine sugar glitter. Perfect. So cute. And now I'll just set these aside and allow them to dry. And then I go in with some of these ribbons that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. And that is it. Here's how they look, and a closer look at the final reveal. And here's how they look with my gingerbread house with a cute vignette. If you're on Instagram, I invite you to follow me on there. I post on there Monday through Fridays. I also post on TikTok Monday through Fridays, as well as Threads. Here is the QR code from my Hometalk account, and I post on there twice a month. Here's my Pinterest account, and I post on there whenever I have a new video. This is my new crafting page on Facebook, and I'm trying to get that going. And speaking of Facebook, this is my crafting group. I invite you to come join us there. And now we're at the final reveal. Let me know what you think and which one's your favorite one. Well, I'd like to take a moment and thank C from CeeJ DIY for inviting me to be a part of this collaboration and for getting us all together to participate. I can't wait to see what everybody else is creating. It's going to be a fantastic playlist. And speaking of playlist, it'll be linked in my description box and also pinned in my comments for your convenience. And enjoy. And speaking of enjoy, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And if you want to see more, definitely subscribe. And until my next video, stay healthy, safe, and strong. And have a great day. Bye-bye.